Is warm breakfast really the reason you're not losing belly fat? I just watched a popular video making this exact claim. They said warm food changes the molecules, blocks your hunger hormones, and makes you store fat. And I thought, wait a second. If that were true, then billions of people across Asia would be in serious trouble. Let's take a deeper breath together before we believe everything we hear online. But what if the real reason you're struggling has nothing to do with the food and everything to do with how your body feels inside? A few months ago, I started working with a woman, let's call her Julia. She was in her early 50s, tired all the time, struggling with her weight, especially around the belly. She ate clean, she exercised, she even skipped breakfast sometimes because she heard it was better for fat burning. But nothing worked. Her digestion was slow, her hands and feet were always cold. She felt heavy and she blamed herself. She thought she had no discipline. But in Chinese medicine I saw something different: qi deficiency, yang emptiness, weak digestive fire. Julia's body didn't need more willpower, it needed warmth, gentleness, the way to feel safe again. So we made one small shift. She started her mornings with a warm, simple meal like millet porridge with ginger or rice soup with egg, and slowly everything changed. Her belly softened, her hunger balanced out, she felt energy again before noon, her body started to trust her again. So when I see these viral videos claiming warm breakfast makes you fat, I can't help but shake my head. It's not only wrong, it's dangerous advice for people like Julia. I'm speaking to you from Dali, Yunnan, where every morning I start my day with something warm. Sometimes it's congee, sometimes it's miso soup, but it's always simple, nourishing, and warm. Not just because it tastes good, but because it feels good. And in Chinese medicine, that feeling isn't random. It's ancient wisdom that's been tested for thousands of years. So when I see videos telling people to fear their warm breakfast, I have to speak up, because this isn't just about food trends. It's about reconnecting with what actually nourishes us. Let's talk about this warm breakfast myth. Yes, cooking food changes its molecular structure. That's not breaking news, that's just cooking. But the idea that a warm meal in the morning makes you hungrier or automatically stores fat, that's misleading at best. Here's what's actually happening. Your body wakes up in a cooler, more yin state. It needs support to activate its digestive fire, what Chinese medicine calls your yang. When you eat something cold first thing in the morning, you're essentially asking your body to work harder just to process your food. Think of your digestive system like a pot over fire. When you eat warm food, you support that fire. When you eat cold, raw, or straight from the fridge food, you weaken it. And in Chinese medicine, weak digestive fire is actually one of the root causes of weight gain, fatigue, and digestive problems. This isn't just Chinese medicine talking. For thousands of years, people across Asia, India, and many traditional cultures have begun their mornings with warmth. The Japanese start with miso soup. In India, it's warm kachari or chai. Even our grandmothers knew. Start the day warm. And here's the thing, these cultures weren't struggling with the metabolic issues we see today. They weren't constantly searching for the next breakfast hack to fix their energy or weight. They had a simple, sustainable relationship with food. But now, even in these traditional cultures, we're seeing changes. Younger generations are being misled by the industry to eat processed foods and follow new trends. They're drinking ice water to reduce weight, which is another dangerous trend. They're abandoning the wisdom their ancestors knew worked. TCM and other traditional methods have more wisdom about weight management than all these newborn diets combined. You can see it as living proof in these countries. The traditional approach to metabolism and digestion has been tested for thousands of years, not just in some lab for a few months. Now, to be completely fair, yes, cold-soaked oats can have resistant starch, which is helpful for gut health and satiety. I'm not here to demonize overnight oats. But does that mean warm porridge is bad? Absolutely not. That's like saying broccoli is unhealthy because raw kale has more fiber. It's not about the temperature alone, it's about the whole picture, your digestive fire, your body's actual needs that day. Do I love overnight oats? Sure. Can resistant starch be helpful? Absolutely. But saying that a warm meal destroys your hunger hormones or causes weight gain is, well, a big stretch. Julia didn't need magic oats. She needed to stop fighting her body and start nourishing it. She didn't need another diet rule. She needed to reconnect with what traditional cultures have always known. Warmth supports digestion, metabolism, and helps your body feel safe and grounded. Here's what I think is really happening. We've become so disconnected from this ancient wisdom that we're looking for external rules to follow. Cold breakfast, warm breakfast, intermittent fasting, 6 small meals. We're constantly searching for the one right way, but your body isn't that fragile. And your health isn't built on one breakfast trend. The problem isn't warm food. The problem is that we've been disconnected from traditional wisdom. We've been taught to follow every new trend that pops up online instead of trusting methods that have worked for centuries. Whether you eat warm porridge or cold oats, what matters more is understanding your body's actual needs. But for most people, especially those struggling with slow digestion, cold hands and feet, fatigue, or stubborn belly fat, warmth is medicine. Some people thrive on overnight oats. Great. Others need warmth, softness, simplicity. That's also great. It's not about what's trendy, it's about what helps you heal and feel genuinely nourished. So before you change your breakfast because of the latest video, ask yourself, what brings me back into balance? What makes me feel grounded and nourished? You don't need to fear food. You don't need to follow every new trend that promises to fix you. Traditional methods like TCM can guide you back to what actually works. These aren't just theories, they're living proof in billions of people who have thrived on warm, nourishing morning meals for thousands of years. So if you're like Julia, tired, cold, struggling with your digestion or belly fat, maybe it's not your fault. Maybe your body is just asking for warmth, support, the wisdom that traditional cultures have always known. Let's come back to warmth. Let's come back to connection. Let's come back to trusting ancient wisdom instead of every trend that promises to fix us. Leave me a comment below. What's your current breakfast routine? Have you tried warming things up a little? I'd love to hear your experience. And if you want more support reconnecting with traditional wisdom about nourishing your body, I'm here. If this video helped you, leave a like, it really supports our channel. And don't forget to check the playlist below for more tips on how to heal your digestion and balance your energy step by step. You don't need more rules. You need to reconnect with your body's wisdom. And I'd love to guide you there. Thanks for taking this breath with me today.